Hey everyone, good morning. Time now 11:02. Welcome to this digital weather forecast. Going to talk a little bit about the goings on of this morning, what's been happening in the weather world. Also looking ahead to this afternoon, more scattered downpours on the way, your evening forecast and your extended weather outlook. First though, I want to take a live look outside right now. WTOC Beaufort Memorial Skycam. Notice how the clouds are bubbling up there, and we have a little bit of height to them. They're growing a little bit taller. And that's suggesting that there's a little bit of energy in the atmosphere. Clouds able to kind of tap into that, grow a little bit taller. And that rapid cloud growth, you know, from a little tiny cumulus cloud to a tall cumulus congestus cloud, one of those really tall puffy mushroom clouds, that rapid cloud growth when it's over a body of water can sometimes produce or contribute to the production of waterspouts. And we actually have had a few reports of waterspouts this morning going over to the iPad. And this is from the National Weather Service office in Charleston. These were sent in by Debbie Murphy off of Hunting Island. One of the better pictures I've seen of waterspouts in the area. You can see a very beautiful condensation funnel. This is just underneath a simple shower here. You can see the rain bands and the rain shaft off to the right. Now, these do not form in the same way a tornado does, and typically they are less dangerous. In fact, they typically don't even touch land. This one did not, but still very photogenic and looks a little ominous out there. And sometimes these can move onto the beaches, and technically they would be classified a tornado if that were to happen. But the risk of that happening today is quite low. But the showers that produced this, or one of the showers that produced this waterspout, was kind of riding up the Broad and Edisto River area, eastern Beaufort counties, and then now Edisto River moving up into Charleston County. A few more showers offshore. And further to the south, we are dry, but clouds still bubbling up offshore, so don't completely rule out a waterspout. And the biggest issue with those is for boaters that are out there. Of course, don't drive into them or anything boat into them, especially the smaller crafts. And just be aware of that. And what the rest of us need to be aware of today, the chance for scattered pop-up downpours. Pretty much a guarantee we will see some rain around the area today, but coverage is not going to be 100%. Not everyone's going to see heavy rain today. All right, going to the WTOC TV Facebook page, because you may be watching on Roku, Amazon Fire, YouTube, News App, Weather App, all great ways to watch this digital weather forecast. But time now, 11:05. I can answer your questions on social media. WTOC 11 on Twitter, the stream also going there, and WTOC TV on Facebook. All right, 15 questions coming in, or comments. Sally wants to know about Richmond Hill. Joanne is watching from Baxley. Nolan watching from Brunswick. Hello to you, Tamikia. Thank you for watching. Neem, what time is the rain scheduled to arrive in Savannah, Georgia? You got to let me know who has that schedule, because I certainly don't have that schedule. I can tell you when the greatest rain chance is. I can tell you who has the greatest rain chance. But as far as any sort of scheduled out thing, it's not going to happen today and pretty much any day in the summer forecast. We just cannot tell you that. And we try to remind you all, you know, when we do these live reports, but in general, we can give you general pieces of information, and I think enough information to really help you plan your day, but I can't tell you when it's going to rain in your community exactly in a setup like this. But let's go through the forecast hour by hour, give you your best idea. Jeanette, thank you for watching down in Richmond Hill. Cindy, I can tell you today the risk of severe storms is very low. All storms that develop today will produce frequent lightning, heavy rain, and one or two will produce gusty winds. But the widespread severe weather, not expected today. One or two strong storms possible this afternoon. Essentially what we've seen every day now for the past few weeks, it seems like. All right, first alert hour by hour, loading up right now. This is a forecast model, what a computer thinks radar and satellite, the white cloud cover you see on the picture behind us, will look like throughout the day. We're pretty quiet right now, but as we go forward, and again, if you have a question about timing of rain today in your community, it's time to look at the screen. I'm going to show you right now the latest information. Good morning to you, Deborah. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Tamara. Thank you for watching. Going through the afternoon now. 12:30. Notice how we start to get a little bit developing, noon to 2, right around lunchtime, maybe a little bit earlier development compared to yesterday, but still right along and generally inland of I-95. That's the focus for rain today. So if you're asking about Beaufort, if you're asking about Hilton Head, if you're asking about Tybee, if you're asking about Sapelo, St. Simons, communities, along the I-95 corridor and east, I would say, especially beaches, a little bit drier. You have an isolated rain chance today. I-95, a scattered rain chance. Scattered to numerous rain further inland. Statesboro, Swainsboro, Santa Claus, Baxley, Screven, Waycross, Douglas, Hazelhurst, Mount Vernon, over to Hickston and Vidalia, Swainsboro, Twin City, Millen Metter, Sylvania. Getting the idea here. Inland communities have that greatest rain chance because there will be more rain around your area later today. And you can kind of see that here by 3 o'clock. Look where the focus is. Maybe along I-95 down south, but west and inland of I-95 by 3 o'clock. So if you're watching from Hinesville, Fort Stewart, if you're watching this feed from Claxton or maybe Statesboro, Waycross, Douglas, Pierce, Brantley counties, Nahunta, that area, Jessup, Odom, you all have a decent shot at rain today. I don't know if it's going to rain specifically in your neighborhood or your exact town, but your rain chance is higher west of I-95. Could see some showers try to back build this evening closer to the coast, but the rain chance is still, 30 to 40%. It's not a washout of a day, but you may be impacted by a shower late afternoon, early evening. I think we get a bit of a break, but then we're going to watch more showers like they did last night, early this morning, develop and move inland from the beaches. So it's not a perfectly dry evening out there. If you have date night plans tonight, if you work a shift that you're going to be driving home 11 midnight in the Savannah Metro, coastal areas, low country, you may encounter a couple showers as well. Tawny says she got her yard done. Bring on the rain. Awesome. Perfect timing. Nolan says we're going to get pounded in Brunswick again today. I don't know about that, man. I wouldn't say it's not a guarantee that you're going to get rain, just because this forecast model indicated that, subtle variations or changes over the course of this morning will alter the forecast this afternoon. So I wouldn't, necessarily put money on it, but as far as coastal communities, your community closer to the coast probably has a better shot than coastal communities further to your north. And basically, we're going to have the same kind of pattern as yesterday. Not too much going on in the morning, a couple isolated showers, and then we'll have a greater chance of rain throughout the day. And you said you're going to get pounded again today in Brunswick, but going back to yesterday, y'all didn't get very much in Brunswick. I mean, this is noon yesterday. Brunswick, not much going on, and then going through the afternoon, 1, 2, 3 o'clock, all inland from you. So you were pretty dry yesterday, Glenn County, Brunswick, St. Simons. You have a rain chance today, but not a washout. Now, speaking of that severe threat, there really isn't much of one today. We can guarantee heavy rain with just about every downpour, and if it falls over an urban area, an area that is low, an area that is poorly drained during a heavy rain event, sure, you could see some minor street flooding. Gusty winds, small hail, tornadoes, the risk is as low as it can get. Not expecting widespread severe weather, not going to happen today, but 1 or 2 storms will produce gusty winds in the forecast here this afternoon, early this evening, kind of like they did yesterday. In fact, someone that worked here lives out in Long County, and they said they woke up to some limbs down from that storm yesterday near Little Wissey, and we could see a little bit of that today, but not expecting really organized severe weather or anything like that. Hey, Michelle, thank you for watching. Leslie wants to know about Beaufort, South Carolina. Leslie, I just went through the forecast model. Let's go back to it. You may have that's if there is a negative about these, that's the only downside, is I may be talking about something when you're not able to watch, and then we kind of miss paces there. But let's go back to it. Beaufort today. So now, Leslie, I'm going to go back on, and Donnie wants to know about Screven County. So everyone asking about their area, we're going to go through the forecast model again, just like yesterday. Isolated at the beaches, scattered inland. If you're watching from west of I-95, let's simplify this. Your rain chance is greater than anybody's today. If you're watching from the beaches, your rain chance is lower than inland folks today. We're just talking about trends here. I can't tell you exactly if it's going to rain at your place or not. We've had weeks on weeks on weeks of this. I can tell you there's going to be rain in the area, but I can't tell you if it's going to rain in your neighborhood. Here we are by 2:30. It looks like drier in Beaufort County. We have a few showers in that area now. A lot of the focus is to your west, Jasper County, Hampton County, Colleton County, inland portions of the county, and then down into the Georgia Coastal Empire. So Beaufort, you have a rain chance, 30 to 40%. There could be a pop-up thunderstorm in your area, but it will be just that, kind of random pop-ups. But the focus for more sustained rainfall is going to be west of I-95. You can see that's where the bulk of this is, still by 6 o'clock this evening. Now we have a rain chance later this evening and tonight that kind of shifts back towards the coastline. So we're in this pattern where late evening, overnight, early morning, coastal rain chance. And then that rain chance is greatest inland during the daytime, the afternoon hours, the hottest time of the day. Angela says we got clouds in Rincon. I bet you do. No, Leslie, you're absolutely fine. You are absolutely fine. Just letting you know that that's the trend today. I can't tell you your community, exactly what's going on in your neighborhood, but I can tell you Beaufort. You know, if you had to pick a place today to do an outdoor activity, Beaufort certainly isn't the worst place. Rain chances greater in Statesboro, Hinesville, Baxley, Glenville, Reedsville, these areas out here, maybe Hampton County as well. So Leslie and Beaufort County, you know, I wouldn't be worried about it or anything if you did want to get outside. And, you know, even if you do get rain today, I can tell you right now for the next little bit, you should be pretty good to go. So go ahead and burn off some of that energy. You're very welcome, Donnie. Hopefully that helps simplify it for you a little bit. Willie, thank you for watching. And on that note, you know, we don't have too much going on. We are kind of fingers crossed hoping for slightly greater amounts of sunshine, less rain, Friday, Saturday. We're kind of in the cautionary rain chance threshold here next 3 days. Friday, Saturday looking a little better, a little drier. Sunday, Monday, cold front actually sneaks back in, increases the rain chance first, and maybe, hang on to your hats here, this is the latest from the Climate Prediction Center, forecasting slightly at least slightly cooler temperatures. Now, this doesn't mean it's going to be cold in the dark blue. This just represents the chance that it is going to be below normal. So the dark blue means there's a very likely chance that they're going to see below normal temperatures in portions of the Midwest, the Southern Plains. And we have, you know, a smaller chance of below normal or cooler than normal temperatures. But hey, we'll look forward to this. Hopefully that cold front pushes south. We may stay in the 80s middle of next week. And yeah, Angela, nothing going on in the tropics. Still clear to go. Saharan dust clouds, wind shear, both of those factors keeping activity at a minimum, but still some data pointing to slightly busier conditions the last couple days of July into the first couple weeks of August, just that kind of general time period, you know, pretty typical historically and climatologically speaking. So that'll be the next time to watch for additional names being crossed off the list. But right now out there, we are good to go. Nothing being tracked, no organized storminess in the tropics. So hopefully that helps you out there. You have a great day too, Nolan. Thank you for watching. Angela, yeah, absolutely good news. Thank you for asking all these wonderful questions, everybody. Time now is 11:15. Chief Meteorologist Dave Turley already has begun working on the noon newscast, and we'll have the latest first alert forecast, up-to-date radar, hour-by-hour forecast, showing you some of the same data, but an updated version of what I just showed you here on the news at noon. You can watch it on TV, news app, weather app, Roku, pretty much any place you are watching this weather forecast right now. So hope to see you at noon. If not, Jamie and Dave have the latest coming up this afternoon.